going on, guys? This is going to be a DVD review of Dragon Gate USA's Fearless. This pay-per-view was severely bashed by YouTube. A lot of people did not like it. They thought, we were seeing the same old Dragon Gate type of shit. It was a lot of people were kind of getting tired of the Dragon Gate style. They thought some of the matches were booked kind of poorly, and it received very, very mixed reviews. But I would still recommend the DVD because they threw in a lot of nice bonus features, and it still is a pretty good wrestling show. If you do like Dragon Gate, I'm sure you'll still enjoy the overall show. Let's talk about some of the bonus features first. First, we get a six-man elimination match. Now, they threw some bonus matches on here. Some of the crowd that paid extra money were actually allowed in early to see some of the dark matches. And one of the matches was a six-man elimination match featuring some of the up-and-coming younger guys. So we get John Moxley, we get Arik Canon, we get Kyle O'Reilly, David Rich's protege. Then we have Johnny Gargano, Lince, Dorado, and Brad Allen. I like these matches. A lot of these guys are hungry, trying to make a name for themselves, and just excellent stuff here. I thought it was good. Came down to Arik Canon and Kyle O'Reilly. O'Reilly looked pretty good. Like I said, Davey is kind of taking him under his wing. They said they've been spending a lot of time together, and this was good. I think everyone should pretty much enjoy that. Then we had another match. We had the AAW champion Silas Young taking on Hallowicked. Now, Silas Young is kind of underrated. A lot of people, we've seen him in ROH before. He's kind of been disrespected. They throw him in a lot of squash matches. They've had Aries kind of insult the shit out of him a couple times. So, I thought these two guys had a good match. The AAW promotion is pretty respectable. I'd say it's getting pretty popular. I definitely want to check out some of their shows. And I think Silas Young is very underrated. He's a good worker, and so is Hallowicked. This is like a solid 3-star match. So, yeah, the bonus matches were good. So they also threw on some Dragon Gate matches from Japan on here. So the first match is for the FIP title. We had Davey Richards actually challenging Maasaki Mochizuki for the FIP championship. This is where Davey actually lost the FIP belt. So this kind of set up the rematch for the pay-per-view. This was good. I'd probably say like 3 3/4 stars. Just really, really good stuff. And next up, we had another match from Dragon Gate. The actual show was called the Gated Generation. So the Gated Generation 2009. We had BB Hulk making his first title defense against Susumu Yokosuka. This is good. Probably like a 3.5-star match. There was some interference. It was kind of wacky at some points, but it was good. It was still good. So like I said, the DVD bonus disc. I think that gives you a reason to buy the DVD right there. And, let's talk about the pay-per-view now. So a lot of people did not like this pay-per-view. A lot of people said this was the weakest Dragon Gate pay-per-view to date, or Dragon Gate USA pay-per-view to date. And I would kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I still enjoyed it. But let's get right into it. The first match is actually Gran Akuma taking on TJ Perkins. I think on pay-per-view they actually switched the first two matches around, but this is actually the opener. TJ Perkins is okay. I believe, we've seen him in California on a lot of PWG shows. He was mainly a West Coast guy. Then he made the transition out to FCW, I believe, WWE Developmental Territory. But then I believe he got fired. I'm not so sure about that. But no, he was okay. Him and Gran Akuma had a nice, solid match. Nothing amazing though. If you guys don't know who Gran Akuma is, we've seen Gran Akuma. He was in the main event of the last Dragon Gate show, and he was actually part of a Chikara stable called Fist. So he's that little bald guy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So next up we had CIMA and Super Crazy taking on Mike Quackenbush and Jigsaw. A lot of people did not like this. They thought it went on too long. They thought it was too spotty. And I thought it was still okay. It was okay. Probably like a solid 3 1/4 stars. I had fun with it. I like the storyline going into it with Mike Quackenbush representing Chikara and CIMA representing Dragon Gate. So you got a nice little easy storyline to follow there. So this was good. I think Super Crazy is kind of out of place. I think he's kind of out of shape. He can still go to a degree, but not to the point where I would kind of bring him back and put him on pay-per-view. But it's still a solid match. I liked a lot of these spots. I loved the spot where Super Crazy had Quackenbush in a surfboard, and then CIMA did the double stomp right off the top rope. That just looked sick. So that was a 6 spot. This was okay. Like I said. Not bad, but not great. I will kind of admit with some of the other guys, I think it went a little bit too long. But next up, we have Kendrick and Jimmy Jacobs. This didn't go that long at all. This was kind of short. Nothing special though. Same old stuff from Brian Kendrick. Kendrick just kind of supports everyone's opinion of him when they say, Kendrick can't get out of that WWE style. And he just doesn't do anything special in the ring. And Jacobs looked all right, but this is very, very mediocre. The cool thing about this was, and I thought this worked. I liked it. I liked the fact that they brought Lacey out. Lacey kind of turned on Jimmy Jacobs, who's on Brian Kendrick's side. So Kendrick used Lacey as a distraction to kind of get the upper hand on Jacobs. And then Jacobs said something disrespectful to Kendrick about his mother. And then all of a sudden, John Moxley came out, and Kendrick and Moxley set up a spot where they Moxley speared Lacey to kind of like insult Jimmy Jacobs. So I thought that came off well. The heels cheered it. Tommy Dreamer came out, kind of clean house, and so that's pretty much what that was. Next up, we actually had Brian Kendrick. I'm sorry. Next up, we had Maasaki Mochizuki defending the FIP title against Davey Richards. Now, before the match, I guess Gabe kind of told Davey to cut a promo about the prestige of the FIP championship. It kind of seemed a little bit half-hearted, but Davey did a good job putting over how guys like Roderick Strong and Eric Stevens have basically killed themselves in honor of the FIP championship. So this match was good. I gave it a solid 4 stars. Crowd was hot for it. Just another great Davey Richards Dragon Gate match. I kind of think it's a little bit underrated. I thought the submission wrestling was extraordinary here. Davey did a great job selling. A lot of people criticized Davey for not selling a lot, but I thought it was good here. The Kamara, the shooting star person into the Kamara. Mochizuki did not tap out right away. He countered that into like an ankle lock, and Davey got him back into the Kamara. That was good. The intensity was good too. The intensity from Davey was on the same level as it always is. The Tope Con Hilo spot, a lot of people were critical of it. They thought Davey should not have done it because he really didn't hit Mochizuki, but I thought he got him pretty good. I thought it came off pretty well. So this is an excellent match. In my opinion, this is the match of the night, and Davey Richards actually won the FIP title back. I'm not so sure if he's the FIP champion anymore. I'm not so sure what he did with it. I'm not so sure what the deal is there. But this was awesome. I like that. I give it a solid 4 stars. Next up, we had the Elimination Tag match. We had the Young Bucks taking on Shingo and YAMATO. And Naruki and Masato Yoshino were also in this match. This is probably the one match on the show that exemplifies what Dragon Gate is all about. This was good. This is very, very fun to watch. It kind of started out a little bit weird. All the guys were in the ring together. It's a little bit of a cluster mess at first. They all put each other in figure 4s, and then I think it was Shingo who did a sharpshooter to everyone at the ring at the same time. So that was pretty fun to see. The Young Bucks, I can't remember anything that they did that was extraordinary, but solid action. I think the match was a little bit easier to digest after the Young Bucks got eliminated than it came down to the 2 Dragon Gate tag teams. Just solid stuff. Masato Yoshino actually won both falls, so maybe they're going to push him, and maybe we'll see him defend or challenge BB Hulk for the championship in the future. But this was solid action. I like I said, this is like your typical Dragon Gate style match. Just great stuff. Probably give it about 3 3/4 stars. Next up, we had the main event. We have BB Hulk defending the Freedom Gate Championship, or open the Freedom Gate title against Dragon Kid. A lot of people would say the crowd was kind of burned for this match. This kind of, it's kind of difficult because both of these guys is trying to, especially BB Hulk, he's trying to make a name for himself still. I would think that, the reason that CIMA and Gabe have the championship on BB Hulk is because they see potential in him and they want him to become a bigger star. But in my opinion, BB Hulk, he's kind of overrated. He's kind of not on the level of some of the other Dragon Gate guys are. He's not like a CIMA or a Naruki Doi or a Shingo quite yet. It's kind of, considering the fact that Dragon Gate USA is trying to make a name for themselves in the United States, I'd say you probably have to keep the championship on a guy that's kind of established at this point. But this was still good. I like Dragon Kid. I think Dragon Kid could actually fill the void of Rey Mysterio in the WWE when he gets older. Maybe WWE could pick him up eventually, but Dragon Kid, he hit a lot of nice spots. This was good. This is solid action. They had a tough time following everything, because we had seen so much, leading up to this. So it's still a solid 3.5 star match. A lot of people did knock the BB Hulk dance. They thought, it did look like they brought out 2 random girls, 2 girls that weren't in very good shape. They really didn't know what. didn't really look like they knew what they were doing, but it didn't really hurt the match that much for me. I think BB Hulk is good. He's a good wrestler, but he's, he just doesn't have really the look that Dragon Gate needs right now. I think Dragon Gate, you think of more of like a serious, intense Japanese type of promotion. BB Hulk just looks very feminine to me. He's a pretty boy. I mean, if that's what they're going for, then fine. But I don't know. But as far as this pay-per-view goes, I would say it was the weakest Dragon Gate pay-per-view, but it was still good. I'm sure Dragon Gate fans would still like this. It was still enjoyable to me. I'll probably give the pay-per-view about a 7.5. I'll probably give the DVD about a 7.75. So you can actually get it at high spots. So definitely check it out. I mean, if you have the money, it is pretty entertaining wrestling. It's a good wrestling show. It's just, some of the things probably didn't come off as well as people were hoping for. And, I didn't think it was that bad. So that's pretty much my thoughts on it. And all right, guys.